Well, hello. Yes, it is that time again where we are here to do Premier League predictions. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. We're on the road to 200 subscribers, and I hope you go on to enjoy this video and let me know if you agree with my predictions or not. And let's get straight into it. Right, so it is time to get straight into it. I think I'm going to start from the bottom and work my way up. So 18th to 20th, who do I think is going to get relegated? Now, I did make a TikTok video, and I think I'm probably going to stick by all of what I said on the TikTok video in my predictions, which was in 20th place being Luton Town. I'm sorry to Luton, I just don't think you made enough signings that are going to keep you up. I'm thinking about your signings, and there's not one that really stands out, you know. That you're like, yes, they're going to help them to keep them up, you know. There's not. And there's not a current player on the team before the signings that I know and is like, yes, they're a standout. So they have to be 20th for me. And just like them, there's not much to the team, not really made enough signings that are going to keep them up. And that is Sheffield United, who I'm going to put in 19th place. Because them two, I think everyone who knows ball, has the football knowledge like I do, knows that them two teams, they could shock people. They could shock the world. But as it currently stands, they've not made enough signings that are going to be keeping them up. Okay? So them two are down. Then you look at 18th and you're like, Bournemouth, potentially. Burnley, maybe. They've just come up. Everton. Nottingham Forest. But no. My prediction is that Wolves will finish 18th. 18th for Wolves, just again because there's not enough for me. And I made my predictions on TikTok and that, and I said the same here for relegation, and I made them predictions way before. Is it Julian Locatelli, that the Wolves manager? He's left. I made it before he left. Okay, I know he's left. I'm even more certain that this team is not good enough anymore to stay up. The Nuno Santos team that Wolves that he brought into the Premier League, and they got what, top 7, maybe was it top 6? 2 years in a row, getting Europa League, 2 years in a row, and they look like they were going to be like how Newcastle are, how Leicester are. The new team on the block that's going to be up there, that's going to be challenging for them top 6, top 7 places. And they've just dropped off a lot, especially since he left, okay? And I look at the team and there's a lot of players that have left now, and I just don't think they've got it in them to stay up. And if they do, I don't think they'll be far off from relegation, okay? So we've got 13th to 17th, and in 17th place, if you look at my little book here, I've got the people, and there are certain ones that I'm still questioning, but in 17th place, I'm putting Bournemouth. Just because, to me, it's between Bournemouth or Wolves. And again, back to Wolves, can I just say quickly, last season, I had this feeling with Southampton. I've got a feeling that they're going to go down. And guess what? They went down. I said it was their time to go down, and they went down. And this, I got that feeling again with Wolves. It's their time to go down. They're going down. But if not, Bournemouth are going to be very close, I think, as well. Even though they've actually made some decent signings. Who's the one they've just signed? Max Aarons, I believe they're signing. He might be signed already by the time this goes out. But that's not a bad right back, you know. He's still very young as well. So they're not making some bad signings, but I think they're going to be down there, you know. But again with Wolves, you're terrible. It's your time to go. Even though I do like your kits and orange is my favourite colour. But beyond the point, you know, Everton 16th. They're going to do a little bit better. And by a little bit better, I mean one place up from the last 2 years, okay? Again, I don't think there's enough for them to get them any higher. I don't think they're good enough. I think they're terrible. Not because I'm a Liverpool fan, by the way. We're in business today, as you can see. We've got the nice polo on. So we're in business today with these predictions, and guess what? We're getting every single one right. Well, minimum 10 correct. Because I'm telling you, I know ball. So make sure you like and subscribe, because if you want someone who knows ball, this is the place for you. Everton, you're terrible. You're 16th. Fulham in 15th. A little bit of second season syndrome I think they're going to have. Mitrovic is gone. He's gone or he's going. They're not going to be the same team without him. I don't think they're going to... I think they all way overachieved last season. I think they're going to do a little bit worse this time round, okay? In 14th, without Ivan Toney, I think they're going to struggle a bit. And I've got them in 14th. So yeah, Brentford in 14th. Again, Toney. And they're always really high up lately. I think this might be the one season where they have a little drop off, you know? So, yeah. 13th, I don't know why I put them higher than Fulham and Brentford, but I've got Nottingham Forest. Yeah. I think they're going to do pretty decent this season. And then 12th place, we have Burnley. I think Kompany's going to cook. This Burnley team is not Sean Dyche's Burnley team. That was horrific, and if that team was around, I'd want them to get relegated. But this is not the same Burnley. This is Vincent Kompany's attacking, fluid, entertaining Burnley, you know, that won the league title in the Championship, and I think they're going to finish 12th this season. And then 11th, Crystal Palace, because again, you've got some good players. Eze, Olise, Decore, Guehi, Mitchell, not a bad left back as well. I think Zaha's left, so if you can bring in a left winger that can replace him, and maybe a striker, I think they'll have a very good season this season. But let my man Roy retire in peace, you know. In 10th place, people might be thinking why, but I've got West Ham. And I'll tell you now, people will probably think they're going to end below. No. They're finishing in 10th place. But they don't have Declan Rice. But Lucas Paqueta might be leaving. So, I'm telling you now, they're bringing Edson Alvarez in. They could, I don't know, I think about maybe an Eze could come in as a replacement for Paqueta. I'm telling you now. I am telling you now. West Ham finish in 10th place. I know ball. Come back to this at the end of next season and you will see. Okay, I know ball. And then in 9th place, again, people might be thinking, what, are you crazy? You crazy mother. But Tottenham in 9th. It's kind of a rebuild, you know, for them. New manager in Ange Hippopotamus. They've got that guy in anywhere. The Celtic manager. They brought him in. Yes, they've got Madison and Van der Ven and that, but it's a rebuild, and I think it takes time. You know, I think the other teams above them are already built, already started that build last season. So I think it's going to be a bit more of a tough season for Tottenham, especially if there's no Harry Kane. In 8th place, I have Brighton. They've got Europa League, so I think they're going to drop off a bit. They finished 6th, of course, last season. I still think they're a great side. They're a very good side. I can't remember who they've signed, but I know they've signed a very experienced and a winner in James Milner, okay, which I think is a big boost for them, especially in the Europa League with his experience in Europe and winning European competitions and that, you know, like with us in the Champions League. So he's very experienced. Most assists in the Champions League, by the way. So I think with that experience and some other signings and the team that they have already, I think they might drop off a little bit from 6th to 8th, but I still think they're going to do pretty decent this season. because again, they're a very, very, very good side. In 7th place, getting Europa Conference League, I believe for the 2nd year in a row, because I think they finished 7th last season. It's Aston Villa that I've put there. I think they'll do well. Pau Torres, Tielemans, Diaby, them 3 signings are massive for them. They've already got Emi Martinez and Diego Carlos and Douglas Luiz and McGinn and Ollie Watkins, and they've already got a good team like Buendia and that. They've already got a good team, okay? Adding them 3, they're cooking. I'm telling you, Aston Villa, Unai Emery is cooking this season. I was tempted to put them a little bit higher, but I feel like these last 6 teams are most likely going to get top 6, you know? And 6th place, especially now with the injury to Nkunku, I've put Chelsea. A lot of people think they're going to cook, and I think they're going to do well as well. I always like, they're going to cook, and Nkunku's going to cook, but he's injured now until like November, December. 3 to 4 months, I believe. It's 16 weeks, I believe, his injury. So that's not good for them, you know. One of the best attackers right now for them is injured. So I think they're going to struggle at the start of the season, which is why they're going to end up finishing 6th, okay? Was tempted to put them 5th, but I think Newcastle will finish 5th. I think Champions League, focusing on that, it might be a bit too much for them. Depth-wise, I don't think they have the depth. If you look at it, say they are like Brighton on Sunday or Saturday, but then they have Tuesday or Wednesday have a Champions League game. Come on. And they have to like rotate in that. And then you got like an FA Cup or a Carabao Cup game. Then you got another Premier League game. Then another Champions League game. Do they have the depth to rotate? I don't think they do. Which is why I put them in 5th. Tempted to put them in 6th or even 7th. Okay. But I still think they'll do well. And I'm going to put them in 5th. Okay. Top 4, Manchester United are going to scrape 4th place because they are terrible. Højlund, who is that waste of space? He's not going to do well. Unproven striker who's also young. No. Fidget spinner, a washed Sancho. Rashford, yeah, he's good, but he's got to carry that team on his back again. So 4th place for them. In 3rd is Liverpool. I'm going to stay unbiased, okay? And it's a bit of a transitional period for us. We may or may not get Lavia, which means we may or may not get a 6. We sold Fabinho without getting a replacement. Fuming with that. I don't want to rant on because we want to make this short as possible, okay? But, again, a bit of a transitional period. It is McAllister and Szoboszlai's first season with us. So, you've got to give them a little bit of leeway to say that they might not have a fantastic season. But I still think we're going to be up there. I still think we're going to get Champions League. I still think we're going to get top 4. I have belief in that. Darwin Núñez, Mr. Future Ballon d'Or. By the way, I made a song for him. About him. On my TikTok. Go check it out. Come on. We're nearly at 7,000 followers as well over there. So, let's get it. Actually 76. Same name as here. But yeah. A little bit of a transitional period in that. I still think we're going to do well. But I think 3rd. Okay. Which means 2nd and 1st between Man City and Arsenal. Who do I choose to win the league? Well, it's not going to be Arsenal. And it is indeed going to be Manchester City. Arsenal to finish 2nd. I think they've got a good team. I think they will get top 4. Declan Rice coming in is a fantastic piece of business. I think they've got a great attack. Timber as well helps the defence with rotation in that. Fantastic. And then Man City, of course, winning the Premier League. Because, of course, they're not going to bottle it. They're not going to lose it, are they? They're definitely 100% going to win. Right? Right? Yeah, of course. It's Man City, of course, you know. And it's also the most obvious one that you can get a point with, you know. I can easily have now 1 out of 20 correct before the even season. Something in my eye. Before the season even starts. My eye. Before the season even starts, we've already got 1 out of 20 correct. Because Man City, again, of course, are going to win the Premier League. But yeah, as you can see there, they are my Premier League predictions. Let me know if you agree or disagree if you want to. Subscribe to help me to get to 200 subscribers. Make sure you leave a like. And again, they are my Premier League predictions. Let me know what you think. And until the next time, make sure you subscribe again, by the way. We've got a lot of content coming your way, especially when EAFC 24 comes out. We've got an Ultimate Team series, some other series on that are coming on there, some challenges and that. They're going to be great. They're going to be fun. Make sure you don't miss all of them. And all the football content, because of course the Premier League starts this weekend from Friday. The Premier League is back. It is here. It starts. And I cannot wait. And once again, they're my Premier League predictions. I hope you enjoyed this video. And until the next time, I'll see you soon.